Welcome to today's collective reading. We're going to open with a bit of sound vibration to the resonance of the third eye. Heighten that clarity of intuition coming in for those tuning in, and to clear the space for that to be clearer in this space. As well as the kyanite to align the energies and the selenite to raise the vibration so that only the messages of the highest and greatest good may come through for the collective tuning in. Please take what resonates, leave what does not. If there are some synchronicities present that don't necessarily seem to be pertinent now, they may be something that you encounter down the line. So I do invite you to be open to being receptive to that. So what guidance do we have coming through for the collective tuning in today? What does Spirit Team for the collective desire to highlight for the collective? Okay, so I'm going to grab two here. Out. Okay. Now I just want to make sure that we don't have anything, that's inappropriate showing. Okay. So we have number 21, key to intimacy. This is like the way shower, the lamp, the hermit. Also the curiosity about what you don't understand, what you don't see. And there's this heaviness to her. Like there's a deep sadness and a longing for what she doesn't quite understand that seems just out of reach. Like you're so close, but there's just a little bit that's not quite clicked into place yet. So I'm going to read this as well here. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves first, to love yourself first, and then those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. So this is like wading through the traumas and all the things that hurt, that didn't validate how much love you felt for the situation or the individual that actually hurt, instead of fed that love, amplified it, lit a fire under it, turned it into passion. And it could be around creating, period. It could be around music and dance, and maybe there were some dynamics around that just kind of became an obstacle that changed how you felt about it. This does not necessarily have to be about a person. Being intimate with yourself, knowing yourself, is the first step, which is why it's 21, which breaks to a 3. It's the relationship between your own assertive and receptive aspects and the divinity within that, the Trinity within that, and grounding that into the physical, into your reality, to be able to see it, taste it, touch it, smell it, to wake up to it. Okay, and then we have 9, euphoria, honoring yourself. Ooh, this has almost got a bit of, this is like Medusa vibes, but these snakes are like stone. This is Medusa turned to stone. Okay. And it's almost like there's a mask. It's like the pretending to be a Medusa. Your mask could, how are you sabotaging yourself? What is your mask? How defensive and protective is it of you that it repels everything away from you? Are you actually hurting yourself instead of honoring yourself when you wear this mask, when you engage in this shield? Because these snakes aren't moving and her eyes are not present. You can't see if they're open or closed. They're in darkness. So she is stone. This mask is rendered moot. It is neutralized. This concept of Medusa, this basilisk is not going to be turning anyone to stone. They saw their own reflection and now they are stone. This mask is stone. Okay, so that's a pretty potent combination here. This also breaks to a 12 when you add the two together. It could be a 3, 6, 9 as well. 3, 9, 9 minus 3 is 6. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a 6 synchronicity, a lover's card as well. Yeah, this is very, very, you guys have really been through it. Wow, have you guys been through it? All right, so what does the spirit team, spirit guides, source, divine, higher self want to highlight for you guys, for the receptive energy in particular around this? You're seeing yourself more clearly, and it may hurt, but this will be mirrored back to you as you are more authentically present within your own relationship with yourself. Others around you will be in a more authentic reflection of that as well. You're going to have more genuine people in your life that actually care about you, that aren't wearing masks. Yeah, 5 of Cups. It's letting go of what once was. Are you still focusing on this? Are you receptive to moving beyond focusing on what once was, being stuck in the past? Very bleak and sad. Because, you know, the longer you stay focused on the past, you're not going to be moving into the now. Now, with these cards present here, like, you have the opportunity to have a new experience in connection with others, in connection with yourself. It's not a repeat cycle. It's a whole new cycle. And that may be some of what the resistance is legitimately you may not know how to do this kind of dance because you've been doing this dance for so long. Knight of Swords. Oh boy. Oh boy. The truth can hurt. That's what I got here. All right, so I want to get the synchronicities for you guys here with that. All right. Meaning is use clear-headed and logical thinking to achieve your goals. Be decisive. A warrior rides his steed, which is rearing above a single sword, which would be the Ace of Swords. So the truth, you know, the sword that Archangel Michael carries, the right hand archangel of the divine. And the sword will help him on his quest. The upright is clarity and decisiveness. Now, it implies in the words there, the verbiage, that this is an assertive energy, which makes sense. This individual looks to be in some kind of a battle of truth. It's kind of like you see those older movies where, and possibly even now, like with like Vikings and whatnot, where you can see them riding the horse and they bend over and they grab the sword as they run by while still on the horse's back. That's what I'm seeing here. This is rapid movement forward. And sometimes the moment that you touch this truth, you can't unknow this truth now. But that does not change that this individual is rapidly moving in that direction. And that individual could be you. Now that the basilisk has turned themselves to stone, the mask has turned itself to stone, you are moving into a deeper knowledge of yourself and how you have this opportunity, but you've been so hyper-focused on the past that it's a timing thing. It's a divine timing thing. it's almost as though you're just about to miss it. Thus the rapid movement forward. And you know that some of what you're going to learn you may not like, but that doesn't change that this is the decision that you're choosing to make to rapidly move forward. Okay. All right. Ooh. Okay, so we have the opposite of a tower here. Okay, so, well, there's change. I'm getting that there is a communication between heaven and earth, a lightning, like a co-creation of possibly a tower that was going to happen in a specific way, but there's been a communication with this lightning coming up from earth. Like consciousness, electricity, synapses firing. There has finally been a contribution to the co-creation that has allowed it to snap into its final change state. Yeah. Around which cup to choose, which path. It's very obvious which one. You're going to want the one filled with water. Not the one with a snake or like a bat wing or, you know, a stair that doesn't go all the way to heaven. You're going to want the one with plenty of abundant love and light. And you got little light sparkles in there too. Yeah. We have the King of Wands. In the inverted, this is telling me this is just a synchronization. This is like an ego thing. I must have it my way. And very hyper focused on this or this or this. And they're just like, if it's not specifically this, then I'm not accepting it. That level of unwillingness to bend is no more. Like the ego is present, but the ego has made the ally. The ego is in a more healed state of being, so that this, you know, master assertive energy for like manifesting is in a more receptive state. Now, there may be more traditional ways of interpreting these cards, but with that being said, there is a space for intuition. There is a space for the channel. And who am I to question the divine and the synchronicities coming through and what I'm being led to share and what is being shown to my third eye, right? The card has meaning, but what's being highlighted to me is what's being intended to be communicated. If this does not particularly resonate with you, it may not be specifically for you. Maybe these two cards here, those resonated, but maybe this one was for, you know, a couple of, you know, a smaller group within the collective or a specific niche that just really needed to hear this. You know, it's like that with anything in any of my readings. Okay, so healing. This is typically the card of healing for the Four of Swords, but this particular deck, it tells me that this yellow dress receptive energy, personal power, receptive personal power. How receptive are you to your personal power being equipped to do battle with actual swords of truth versus twigs? Are you ready to upgrade? This is telling me, yes, you are, because you froze. Like you made it possible for this basilisk to turn itself to stone. This mask of a basilisk is now stone. You've upgraded to swords of truth. And you're holding one right now. You haven't let go of the twigs. They still have their value. They could be turned into wands. But you now have swords of truth. Three of Cups. The balance of your inner receptive and assertive, as well as the divine aspect, the co-creation of love within you, the union within you is present, and it is abundant. It is in bloom. It is so abundant in love that you have this waterfall back here that's created this beautiful mist in the air. You are surrounded. This is justice. This is justice, the balancing of the scales due to any deceptive, manipulative energies that were present during this challenging of the healing. Woo. Of what this bacillus energy was. Any kind of obstacles, adversaries that challenged you to take up the sword. There is justice for that. You have the sword. There's that royalty, grounded with the red, your root chakra, the green, the heart, the scale, balanced. Sitting upon your throne, wearing your crown, in a receptive energy to this justice. You've kept what you learned from it that benefits you. You've set a boundary, and you're willing to leave behind what doesn't. Because you're not accepting that it's over for you. You're not accepting that. That is what is driving this forward. That's what this rapid movement is. There was a time where it's possible you thought that this was done, it was over, no more. This energy could be being reflected back to you as well. Yet again, another Seven of Cups. It's the decision of which cup to give to you has been made. It's a really good sign that the mask has been basically, its own ability has been turned against it. Eight of Pentacles. Paying attention to the detail. There may be an invitation to be patient as this plays out, as this truth is integrated. But make no mistake, this is forward movement. And with this major arcana here with the justice, that's not a free will option. This tower was going to happen no matter what. This justice is going to happen no matter what. It's these around them that you choose. It's the Seven of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Three of Cups, Seven of Swords. Ooh, that one did a dance for us. Two of Wands. To choose the villain or to choose, it's like to choose the hero or the villain. Do you choose to feed the anger within you, the hurt, the wounding? Do you choose to focus on what does not bring you joy or happiness, or do you choose to focus on what does? Do you give to your own inner villain, or do you give to your own inner hero? Because you are a sensitive soul with this Nine of Wands. You definitely carry some scars. You have some hurts and PTSD. There's a reason why you were wearing such a very strong, dominant, protective mask, to the point that it was literally becoming who you were. It was taking over who you were. It was what you felt most comfortable in, that you didn't want to take it off ever. Six of Cups. Okay, we're going to do the Six of Cups paired with the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of emphasis on being open to being flexible as you work with other energies that you're moving towards. Just like this King of Wands here that came out inverted, and I read it in a rather untraditional way, but it's being reinforced here. Because it's not your way or no way. You have other energies that have just as much right to their own opinions, their own needs. There needs to be compromise to meet the needs of both sides of whatever dynamic you're moving into. And it's possibly many dynamics. So being able to make that offer of love, knowing that what you're moving towards is going to be a challenge, but it's going to be worth it. Oh, that's going to be the title. Whew. All right, well, I'm going to end the reading here for you guys. Oh. There's so much coming in for you. Very, very, very excited for you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, donate. The link is below the reading in the details. The divine within me honors the divine within you. With gratitude, namaste.